Today is Sunday, the first day of spring equinox. Beautiful day out here at Penn Station. Our housing advocate, homeless advocates coming back from Jackson Township with more donations, and we give thanks. We give thanks to them. Facing a COVID death themselves, stuck in traffic on the turnpike getting here because of a bad accident, but still, by the grace of God, came here to the city of Newark, down at Penn Station, to help serve the less fortunate. First, I want to, on my behalf, I want to give thanks and honor. Thanks and honor. Yes, God bless. God bless those who are giving during this difficult time. And the reason why we're going to stay out here, we're going to continue to stay out here, the homeless interrupters, because as you know, the federal government released almost $25 billion to address housing and homelessness. And I'm just sad, and I'm just bitterly angered today. Because, yeah, they opened up some containers. Yeah, the containers are housing only 20 to 24 people. Yeah, they had a press conference to open up another shelter that has not been occupied, saying that they're gonna wait until September. But the fact of the matter is that $25 billion have been allocated to the states and to the local government for this particular reason right here that we here today. This particular reason right here, homeless and housing assistance for this very population. I don't know what to say, what to do. I'm bitterly angry because we're not going to accept crumbs from this government who is holding a budget over millions of dollars to house and feed, clothe, outreach, all kind of resources to this very population. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop until everybody is cleared around Newark Penn Station. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to give up until everybody is cleared around Newark Penn Station. Now, this is a message to you legislators. I don't know what it's going to take for you to come down here and do your own federal oversight on the conditions around Newark Penn Station and around McCarter Highway. I don't know what it's going to take. I am bitterly angered today, the first day of spring, and we still had people laying around with a city budget, millions of dollars, $25 billion have been allocated to address housing and housing the homeless. I don't know what it's going to take for you state legislators. I don't know what it's going to take for the federal government to come in here and step in here, right now. We're going to put Newark on the horizon. And I know this is going on in every community, but it's not as bad in some communities. And first and foremost, I'm going to address my own backyard. My own backyard. This city received $182 $32 million from the third stimulus package. Not the first. They received a lot of money in the first, which was $25 billion allocated to the state of New Jersey. I'm asking you politicians, I'm begging you politicians, I'm asking you, begging you health practitioners, I'm asking you and begging you, all you agencies, all you chemically dependent agencies, all you mental health agencies, all you veterans, all you seniors, all of these agencies, where are you? Where are you? We have elderly, we have sickly, we have chemically dependent people, we have veterans, we have the ones who you consider immigrants, and you're getting money for them too. Where are you? We need all hands on deck, because those containers are not sufficient enough for the high population of homelessness happening here in the city of Newark. We shouldn't have to have someone coming from Jackson Township. Even though we give thanks to the act of kindness. We have a budget. We have a budget here in the city of Newark to address this population. We have money considered in a bank account for this specific population. We're not going to accept your crumbs. We're not going to accept your crumbs. We need you to take this money, and we need you to house these people immediately like it was prescribed for you to do. Look at this, look at the streets. Look at them. State senators, assembly people, Booker, Menendez, Assemblywoman Spates, Assemblywoman Cleopatra, Assemblywoman, all the names that represent this city. All the names who sit on the Health Commission for the state of New Jersey. All the names who sit on the commissions here in the city of Newark. We calling you down here. Lieutenant Oliver, you came down here for a press conference. We need you to come down here and look at the conditions of this population that you receive millions of dollars. We're not accepting your containers as the end all. We're not accepting a shelter that's going to be opened up in September. We're accepting you to do something right here, right now. We are in a state of emergency. We are in a state of emergency. We are in a state of emergency. We got elders. We got veterans. We got disabled. We got the less fortunate. We got babies out here with their parents roaming the street down here, fending for something to eat, fending for housing. We asking you, we begging you. We want you out here to do a thorough investigation. We want an itemized breakdown of all the money that was spent in this city, because this is a shame. We know it's getting warmer, and we know some of y'all might don't even care because you say, oh, they can sleep on the street. You allow them to sleep on the street during COVID, during cold blue. the snow. We had to shovel an elderly lady out of a van. We had to bury a guy buried under snow that died, and no telling how many more people died. We asking you, state leaders, we're asking you, New Jersey Department of Human Health Services, we asking you, we begging you to come out here and do something. Do something now, because we're not accepting this. We're not going to accept this from this failed leadership here in the city of Newark. We're not going to accept this. We're not going to give up. We're not going to give up. We are not going to give up. Senators, assembly people, we asking you, those who represent the city of Newark, we asking you to come down here now and do a thorough investigation, a thorough walkthrough. Too much money, too much taxpayer dollars, too much. Too much. What are they doing with the money? $900K for 7 containers. 20 to 24 people is not enough. We have a large homeless population. The point count, over 2,000. And that's not even showing how many people are gathered up in people's houses. That's not even showing how many people living in these abandoned houses. That's not even showing other areas of the city where people sleeping around. So the count is much higher. We want a tangible plan, and we want one now with all the $25 billion allocated for housing assistance and homeless prevention. We want a real plan of action. We want an emergency rapid rehousing, and we want it now. We want it now. We want it now.
So they both actually
$25 billion for housing and homeless assistance.
they do similar things.
We want everybody. Call your president. Call the Housing and Urban Development new director. Call her. Call Marcia Fudge. Call Kamala Harris. Call Joe Biden. Make your calls to Senator Booker. Make your calls to Senator Menendez. Tell them to come down and around Penn Station and around McCarter Highway and do a thorough investigation. $25 billion. 182 million just came to the city from the third stimulus. They won't tell us how much they got from the first stimulus. We are sick and tired. We're not going to give up. The homeless advocates, homeless interrupters, we are not going to give up. We're not going to stop until everybody got a roof over their head. Housing is a human right. Housing is a human right. Call the governor. Call the mayor. Call the governor at 609-292-6000. Call Ras Baraka 973-733-6400. Call Senator Booker. Call Senator Menendez. Call Senator Rice. Call Albert Series. Call Lieutenant Governor Oliver. and walk past the people sleeping on the streets. We have a council person who is the director of welfare. Who's the director of welfare? A council person double dipping, 2 jobs, on the council getting paid, also the welfare director, and you got people sleeping around the streets. You can't help them get off the streets? Call Councilman Ramos, who is also the director of welfare. Call him. 973-733-8000. Call him. 395-8000. My bad. 973-395-8000. Call Director of Welfare Ramos, also / Councilman. Call him. Call him. We need services out here. We need rapid rehousing. We need it now. Call him and let him know all his Balikwa family are out here. His Latino brothers and sisters out here. Call Quintana. Call Gonzalez. Call Senator Ruiz. Call him out here. Call him. Call him. Millions of dollars for rapid rehousing for the less fortunate. This got to be a disgrace to have leadership, to walk around Penn Station, drive through Penn Station, and see people sleeping on the streets. A councilman who's a director of welfare. How dare you be able to live in this city? How dare you to be able to live in this city as a director of welfare, and you got your brothers and sisters scattered on the street, sleeping on the streets in the winter, under snow and everything. How dare you? How dare you? Thank you for coming.
Thank you. We appreciate
We can't thank you on behalf of the city of Newark enough. Came in, okay, came in from Jackson Township again, gave out tents that the city of Newark threw away to help these people with shelter. I can't thank you enough. We got donations, in-kind donations.
You guys have any sneakers you can bring over there? There's a young man named
Can't thank you enough.
No, we don't.
This is a shame. I'm gonna keep putting the numbers. $25 billion for housing, for rapid housing. $25 billion for housing assistance. You have to ask yourself a question.
Where the money at?
You have to ask yourself a question.
What you doing with that money?
You have to ask yourself a question.
Why are other people out here on the streets without that money?
It is a shame. Legal services, I don't know what it's going to take. What it's going to take. Felipe, I don't know what it's going to take to bring a district court case against this infringement on people. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what it's going to take for you to help the city devise a rapid rehousing plan right here, right now, to help with this homeless crisis with all the money that they have in the bank. All of the hard-earned tax-paying dollars, I don't know what it's going to take. Now, we told you 20 to 24 containers is not enough, and you knew it wouldn't be enough. You knew Miller Street wasn't going to be up until another year or more. Why do we have to accept these crumbs? Why do we have to accept this? Why do we have to accept these smoke and mirrors? That you're doing something for this population.
Let's get back to the containers. Containers
Why?
without water. Containers without a toilet in it. You get them 2 bottles of water twice a day. Isn't that a health issue? Open up a storage container with no toilet, with no running water? Where the money at?
And that's an advocate who's also without housing. Now, when you see a person who's less fortunate, living in a shelter, still out here advocating on behalf of the less fortunate. Okay? Here you have someone who came home with nowhere to turn, such as myself and him.
After 40 years.
Came home out of incarceration with no place to turn. In the same predicament, and we still out here advocating for the less fortunate. We ain't turned our backs. We ain't politicians. We still out here 40 years, 30 years. The warrior for the people out here. Lost her job to these crumb snatchers and never giving up. And we ain't gonna give up. We gotta interrupt this housing problem in this city by any means necessary. We're not gonna give up, Raz. We gonna keep on covering the tales. We gonna keep on covering the tales of Two City. We gonna keep on covering your smoke screens. We gonna keep exposing your lies. We gonna keep on telling how much money you got and what you ain't doing with it. We gonna continue because we're not gonna accept your crumbs when it's not your money. It's not your personal piggy bank. Those are taxpayer dollars. Millions of dollars coming in off the backs of taxpayers. $25 billion for housing assistance. Do you hear me, people? $25 billion. $25 billion for housing and homeless assistance. Do you hear me, people? Your government leaders received $25 billion for housing and homeless assistance. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say for yourself? Now I know we're gonna come out here and we're gonna teach the truth. We're gonna tell you what it is. Your government received $25 billion to house and for housing assistance for you. For you. Why are you sitting there? Why are you not on the steps of City Hall? Go take your blankets, go take your tents, go take your luggage, go take everything and go march to City Hall and sleep on there until you get answers. Let me say it again. Your government got $25 billion for housing assistance, for homeless prevention. If you don't go pack your luggage and go sleep on the steps of City Hall until you get answers, I don't know what else to tell you. Go pack your bags, go sleep on the steps of Newark City Hall until you get answers on where's the money. $25 billion came from this administration who cares about you. Who cares about you? They care about the ones who they claim are not citizens here. They care about you. They allocated money for non-citizens. They care about you. They care about you sleeping on the streets. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, $25 billion for you. For you. For you. $25 billion allocated for housing assistance. When are you gonna march to City Hall? When are you gonna pick up your phone and do a live and address the mayor? When are you gonna pick up your phone and do a live to address Newark City Council? When are you gonna call the mayor? At 973-733-6400. When are you gonna call Murphy? At 609-292-6000. When are you gonna call Lieutenant Oliver at the State House? When are you gonna call and ask them, where's the millions of dollars that is advocate to house me, to get me off the streets and put me in a house with a roof over my head? Get yourself up, go take your luggage, don't sit there, and don't be scared. Go to Newark City Hall and ask for answers. Go to Newark City Hall. Find out where the millions at. People still lined up on the wall asleep. Elderly people. Look at all around Penn Station. Just look. 20 containers, 20 people in 7 containers will not cure this madness. Where's the money? Where's the rapid rehousing? Where's the money? Where's the rental assistance? Where's the Section 8 vouchers? Where's the lack of affordable housing? Where's the housing? Where's the housing? Where's preserving housing? Where's the job cleanup program for the less fortunate? Where's the construction programs for the less fortunate? Where's the public works jobs with all the construction going on? Where? Where? Elderly mother sleeping over there by the door. Would you want your mother out here sleeping? Seniors, where the seniors? Where all the senior lovers? All you council people, you love the seniors, huh? Well, the seniors out here sleeping. For all you rehabilitators who got these jobs, all you formerly incarcerated people that work for the city of Newark, come on out here. All you formerly chemically dependent drug users and drug dealers, come on out here and help your brothers and sisters. Integrity House, all you senior services providers, all you veteran service providers, where y'all at? y'all at? All you preachers want to come and save some souls? Where y'all at? Where y'all at on Sunday? Where y'all at? The city got millions. Are you asking them to come up with a plan? A real plan? Where y'all at? Where your preachers at? It's Sunday, a beautiful day. Where you at? Where y'all at? Take your luggage. 920 Broad Street. Go sleep around City Hall. Go sleep on the steps of City Hall. Take your luggage. Go sleep on the steps of City Hall. That's where we need to take them. Right on the steps of City Hall. Think you doing us a favor with our money? We ain't accepting these crumbs. We ain't accepting these smoke and mirrors. We ain't accept you boo-hooing and crying and all this bull crap and all this talk about naysayers. We not accepting crumbs. And we don't have to when you got our money in the city budget. We don't have to accept crumbs. We don't have to settle for less. We're going to demand better. We're going to accept high standards. We're not going to stop. We're going to wake them up. We're going to interrupt this homelessness, joblessness, racial disparity, job disparity. We're going to interrupt this stuff every day. We're going to show you the tales of two cities every day. They got more buildings here and more vacant housing here to house every last one of these individuals. They ain't even had to build no tents. They could have opened up a building. They could have took that, they could have renovated and put beds in these rec centers. They had the JFK during election time. Last election, they opened up JFK. Had everybody in there feeding them. The concept of Siobhan Jeffries when he opened up that center over there on West Market Street and was feeding, and we had 3 shifts. 3 shifts of people volunteering, coming there, feeding, clothing the homeless. They was able to go sleep and rest and have a roof over their head. One little cubby hole on West Market Street. Fed them around the clock, had 3 shifts, was able to sleep, community volunteer clothes, food. So you can't give us a building here and allow them to come in with their warm quilts to have a roof over their head until you get this situation correct? One building. One building. Here you go, open up Miller Street School, and you Still can't get them off the streets. You sold a building for $500K, another building. And you talking about opening up in September. When we opened up on West Market Street, the homeless came in, we had 3 shifts. Let them have a roof over their head. You can't open up JFK. You can't open up another rec center and let these people in off the streets. You can't open up none of these church buildings like Jonathan had and allow them to come in and shower every day, get a hot meal every day. So you saying you can't do this, and you have other community advocates and other folks with a plan, a rapid housing plan to feed, clothe, and let them shower. But you still got homeless people out here on the streets. You have no clue. We don't want your smoke and mirrors. We don't want your games that you're playing. We want rapid rehousing, and we want it now. So call your mayor. Rapid rehousing now. Rapid rehousing now. Rapid rehousing now. You got billions of dollars that came in. Billions from the federal government for housing and homeless assistance. Call your governor. 609-292-6000. Call Ras Baraka. 973-733-6400. Call Lieutenant Governor Oliver. Call her. Call your state senator, Ron Rice. Senator Ruiz. Call them. Call your assembly people, Cleopatra Tucker, Spates. Call them. Millions. Millions. Rapid rehousing now. You know this was going to be a crisis. You know 24 beds wasn't going to be enough. What you going to pick and choose? How many people you going to take off the streets? You going to pick and choose how many people you going to put in 24 beds, when it's more than that. Rapid rehousing. Rapid rehousing. Put the funding where it needs to go. This is still the state of homelessness, and we're not going to give up. Share the live. Make the calls. Get all agencies hands on deck. Get all these agencies hands on deck. Senior citizen agencies, veterans, mental health. Get them all out here on deck. Occupy the streets with all your agencies down here at Penn Station. It's warming up. Occupy the streets with all your agencies to come out here and get these individuals off the streets. Rapid RapidRehousing now, and we not gonna stop until we get it.